Everybody, this is Doug Buenz with the 680 Doug Buenz Group at Compass, and today I wanted to bring you an update on the Tri-Valley real estate market. A lot of my clients are asking, Doug, how's the market? Is there any chance of selling my house right now? And buyers saying, is it a good time to buy? We're just now starting to get some data that gives us an indication of the market since the shelter-in-place order went into effect. So that's what I want to do today, is give you a quick rundown of the Tri-Valley market. So let's take a look first of all at a quick summary recap, and then we'll dive a little deeper into the data. Number one, we're seeing decent sales activity, frankly better than many expected, better than I frankly expected. I mean, this is obviously unprecedented times, and one would expect that real estate activity would drop off markedly, and it has dropped off, but not nearly to the extent that many people thought. Number two, certainly it's not as strong as March 2019, a year ago, so that's not a big surprise. Number three, inventory is about half of normal amounts if we look back to a year ago, March 2019. Again, that's not a big surprise either. Number four, the lower end of the market in all cities is seeing most of the activity, the lion's share of the activity, really. The upper price ranges, as you go up the ladder, are being impacted more severely in terms of activity. So we're seeing most of the activity in the lower end of the market, and we don't have enough data yet to really get a read on the impact on prices. So that'll be interesting, and next 2 to 4 weeks we should start to see some of that trickle in, and I'll be certainly doing some updates around pricing and the impact all this virus craziness is having on real estate prices here locally. But anecdotally, what I'm hearing out there is not much, since most of the sales are on the lower end of the price range. We're not seeing big discounts, at least from what I'm hearing. So we'll wait and see when we get some hard data here, some of these transactions start to close. So let's take a deeper dive into some of the data. Here's a chart that shows you, as of April 1st, activity in the four main cities of the Tri-Valley: Pleasanton, Dublin, Livermore, San Ramon. And this is activity for the last 10 days. So why the last 10 days? Because I want to try to isolate transactions that occurred after the shelter-in-place order was put into effect. 2-3 days after the order went into effect, many of those transactions, the negotiations were underway already. So I wanted to try to isolate transactions post-shelter-in-place order, and I felt that going back 10 days gives us the clearest indication of that. So let's take a look at the data. So first of all, we have listings, active listings. Right now in Pleasanton, for example, there's 49 active listings. In a year ago, March of 2019, were 82. So we're only seeing 60% of the inventory we saw a year ago. Dublin 50%, Livermore 40%, San Ramon 43%. So roughly half of the amount of homes for sale as we saw a year ago. Let's look at pending sales for the last 10 days. So Pleasanton, Dublin, and San Ramon are seeing about one pending sale a day, which is, all things considered, pretty good. Look at Livermore, 21 sales. That's over 2 a day. So Livermore, thanks in great part to its price range, a lot of selection of lower price homes there, has seen a great deal of activity. In fact, if you compare pending sales to pending sales in March 2019, and you annualize these figures, so for instance, Pleasanton, there's 9 sales for 10 days, that means 27 for 30 days. You compare that, so we're at a rate of about 44% of what we were seeing March of last year. So about 44% of normal for Pleasanton, 79% of normal for Dublin. So again, there's a fair amount of lower price homes. When I say lower price homes, that's relative, of course. But in terms of market segmentation, Dublin has quite a selection under $1.2 million. These are detached homes, by the way. And so we have 79% of the pending sales rate in Dublin versus a year ago, 74% in Livermore. So really Dublin and Livermore are seeing the lion's share, are actually faring best in this market in terms of activity. Again, mainly due to a little bit aggregate lower price in those communities, a bigger selection of homes at a lower price. San Ramon's at 53%. So that gives you an idea of the pending sales activity versus a year ago. Let's look at the median asking price on these pending sales and compare it to the median sales price in March of 2019. Now remember, right now we only have the asking price on these pending sales. We don't have the sales price, but we will update that as we go. But if you just compare it to if you compare the median asking price for pending sales currently this month versus the median sales price in March of 2019, you can see it's lower in all cases, sometimes significantly. Look at Livermore. The median asking price on the pending sales for the last 10 days was $799, and the median sales price in March of 2019 was $1,123,000. So, gosh, what is that? 30% or so lower, and all the way across the board, the bulk of the activity for pending sales is in the lower price ranges. Here's the highest price pending sale. So this also is another illustration of the segmentation of the market. So for Pleasanton, the highest price pending sale in the last 10 days was $1,338,000, and that's represents 22% of the pending sales are under $1 million. 78% are between $1 million and $1.5 million. So Pleasanton in general has a little higher aggregate price range. So we're seeing more sales in the $1 million to $1.5 million range, but no sales over $1.5 million. Same thing with Dublin. $1,399,000 is the highest price pending. Half the sales are under $1 million. Half the sales are between $1 million and $1.5 million. None over $1.5 million. Livermore, here's again, really illustrates the price segmentation of the market. The highest sale in Livermore was $1,499,000, but 85% of the pending sales are under $1 million, and only 15% were between $1 million and $1.5 million. None over $1.5 million. San Ramon, about even. Also, $1,546,000 was the highest pending sale in San Ramon, but 45% of the pending sales are under $1 million, 46% between $1 million and $1.5 million, and 9% over $1.5 million. So there's 51 pending sales in the last 10 days in these 4 cities, and only one is over $1.5 million. So again, another illustration of the segmentation of the market during these crazy times. A big percentage of the sales are in the lower price brackets, and the upper price brackets are sluggish as you climb up the price ladder. So that's basically it. Look, the most important thing is for you to be safe during these times. It's a great opportunity to reconnect with friends and family, and my job is to bring you information on the market so you have a clear understanding of where things are. And many of my clients do want to sell their home. Some need to sell their home now. So I would just invite you to send me a text message at this number, 925-621-0680. And let me know if you have some specific questions or if there's anything I can help you with. I'm here to help. I'm here to support you any way I can. And above all, just please be safe with your family, and we'll get through all of this together. Thanks for watching.